Be me, 25-year-old software engineer, working at mid-sized tech company in Seattle. Decent pay, small apartment, can't complain. Been there since college graduation. Company announces new chief diversity officer. Her name is Miranda. First day she shows up with a megaphone, actually a megaphone. Calls meeting in the cafeteria. Says we have a problem. Too many white men in senior positions. I look around. She's right, but also what am I supposed to do about it? Announces new hiring quotas. 50% women minimum for all tech roles. Regardless of applicant pool, one guy raises his hand. Asks what happens if we can't find enough qualified candidates. Miranda stares at him. Says that's exactly the kind of thinking that got us here. Guy never raises his hand again. 2 months later, my team needs a new senior engineer. We interview like 30 people. Find this guy, James. 10 years experience, built payment systems at major companies. Everyone loves him. Perfect fit. Miranda blocks the hire. Says we need to keep looking for women candidates. We keep interviewing for 3 more months. Finally hire someone named Sophie. Sophie is nice but has 2 years experience. Mostly worked on WordPress sites. We're building distributed systems. I get assigned to mentor her. Spend half my day explaining basic concepts. My own work is falling behind. Company starts mandatory training sessions every Friday afternoon. 2 hours. Topics include unconscious bias, microaggressions, allyship. One session about how meritocracy is a myth. Trainer says believing in merit is actually racist. I ask how. She says because it ignores systemic barriers. I say okay, but what if someone is just better at the job? She writes my name down. I stop asking questions. New policy drops. All performance reviews now include diversity contribution score. Accounts for 30% of your rating. My manager explains it to me. Says I need to show more allyship. I ask what that means specifically. He says maybe volunteer for the diversity committee or post about it on the company Slack. I do not do either of those things. Get marked down on my review. No promotion this year. Guy on my team named Marcus gets fired. He's been there 6 years. Solid engineer, never caused problems. Find out later he made a joke in a Slack channel. Something about how the new meeting schedule was crazy. Someone reported it as ableist language. HR investigation. He's gone within a week. No appeal, no second chance. We're all scared now. Everyone watches what they say. Slack messages get deleted and rewritten 5 times. Nobody jokes anymore. Sophie keeps struggling with her work. Misses deadlines, writes buggy code. I have to fix it quietly so she doesn't look bad. Can't give her honest feedback. Miranda made it clear. Women engineers need positive reinforcement only. Critical feedback creates hostile environment. One day Sophie pushes code that breaks production. Entire app goes down for 4 hours. We lose a 6-figure contract. Emergency all-hands meeting. Miranda says this is a learning opportunity. Says we need to be more supportive. Says failure is part of growth. Nobody mentions that Marcus got fired for saying crazy. Start interviewing at other companies. Land offer at a startup. Smaller team, no chief diversity officer. 20% pay bump. I take it immediately. Give my 2 weeks notice. Miranda calls me into her office. Asks why I'm leaving. I say career growth. She says I'm abandoning the mission. Says people like me are why change is so hard. I nod and say nothing. She says I'm complicit in oppression by not staying to do the work. I say I understand. I do not understand. I just want to write code. Last day comes. Sophie asks if we can stay in touch. Says I was a great mentor. I say sure. She asks if I can help her with something after I leave. Some bug she can't figure out. I say I'll try to make time. I will not make time. Walk out of the office. Feel like I escaped something. New job is completely different. People just work. No meetings about privilege. No training on microaggressions. We ship features, fix bugs, go home. My manager cares about my code, not my identity. Get promoted after 8 months. Based on actual performance. Forgot this was possible. Start seeing someone from a dating app. Her name is Emily. She's a physical therapist. Normal job, normal life. Third date, she asks about my old company. I tell her about Miranda and the quotas and the megaphone. She laughs, says that sounds absolutely insane. I say it was. She says her hospital has some diversity stuff, but mostly they just care if you can do the job. I say that's how it should be. We keep dating. She's normal. Doesn't make everything political. We watch movies and cook dinner and talk about regular things. It's nice. Year later we move in together. Her place is bigger than mine. I'm fine with it. Help her move furniture. She makes jokes about toxic masculinity while I carry the couch. I know she's kidding. That's the difference. My sister calls one day. Says our cousin is visiting. Cousin's name is Bethany. Just finished grad school. Degree in critical theory. I haven't seen her since she was 19. Back then she was normal, into photography and running. Now her Twitter is all activism. Bethany shows up that weekend. First thing she does is comment on my bookshelf. Says I only have male authors. I literally have 3 books total. 2 are technical manuals. 1 is a James Baldwin novel. She doesn't care. Says it's about the pattern. Dinner with family. Bethany lectures my dad about his carbon footprint. He drives a Prius. She says it's not enough. Says individual action doesn't matter anyway. It's all systemic. My dad looks confused. Asks what he should do then. She says educate himself. He's 62. Emily and I leave early. She says that was exhausting. I agree. We go home and don't talk about systems or patterns. Just watch TV and fall asleep. Bethany keeps posting online. Gets a job at a nonprofit. Makes $35,000 a year. Still tweets about eating the rich. I keep working. Keep living my life. Emily and I get engaged. Post about it. Bethany comments asking why I asked instead of Emily. Says engagement rings are patriarchal. Emily responds before I can. Tells Bethany to worry about her own relationships. I love Emily more in that moment. Wedding is small, just family and close friends. My mom asks about Bethany. Emily says we're keeping it intimate. Mom doesn't push it. Wedding day is perfect. Nobody mentions oppression or privilege. We dance and eat cake and are happy. Honeymoon in Japan. Eat ramen. See temples. Take 1,000,000 photos. Don't check social media once. Come back to real life. But real life is good. Think about my old job sometimes. About Miranda with her megaphone. About Marcus who got fired for 1 word. About Sophie who never learned to code. I don't miss any of it. Check LinkedIn one day. Just curious. Miranda was laid off. Long post about how the company betrayed its values. How she was punished for speaking truth. Starting a consulting business now. Helping companies become more equitable. The comments are all supportive. Lots of sorry this happened to you. Nobody mentions the failures. The missed deadlines. The people who left. I close the app. Delete it from my phone. Emily asks what I'm doing. I say cleaning up. She smiles. We make dinner together. She's better at cooking. I'm better at cleaning. We don't assign tasks by gender. We just do what works. Watch a show after. Fall asleep on the couch. Wake up at midnight with a stiff neck. Carry her to bed. She mumbles love you. I say it back. Think about alternate timelines. What if I stayed at that company? What if I believed what Miranda said? What if I thought hard work didn't matter? But I left. I found something better. Built something real. Sometimes walking away is the right move. Away from jobs that make you apologize for existing. Away from people who see you as a problem. Away from ideas that blame you for everything. I'm not sorry. Not for working hard. Not for being competent. Not for wanting a normal life. I'm just a guy with a fiancé and a job. That's enough. Sleep well that night. No anxiety about HR. No dreams about diversity training. Just sleep. Emily tells me she's pregnant 6 months later. I cry. Not ashamed. She cries too. We stand in the bathroom hugging over a test. Call our families. Everyone is happy. Nobody asks about gender reveals or problematic traditions. They just congratulate us. We don't tell Bethany. She can find out, however. Prepare for the baby. Read books about parenting. Buy a crib and car seat. Emily sends me articles. They're about sleep training and feeding schedules. Not about raising woke children, just practical advice. We argue about names. Compromise on one we both like. That's how it works. Daughter is born in September. We name her Claire. She has Emily's eyes, my nose. She's perfect. Hold her in the hospital. This tiny person. Half me, half Emily. All potential. Think about what world she'd grow up in. Hope it's better. Hope people figure things out. Hope she never sits through a 2-hour meeting about unconscious bias. But if she does, I'll teach her what I learned. You can leave. Find people who make sense. Build something real. Ignore the noise. The world is full of people who want you to feel guilty. Full of people with theories about why you're the problem. Full of people who will never be satisfied. You can't save them. You can only save yourself. So that's what I did. Found a job that valued results. Found a woman who valued me. Built a family that values each other. It's not complicated. People make it complicated. But it doesn't have to be. Just work hard. Be decent to people. Find good people. Ignore the rest. That's it. That's the whole thing. I'm 27 now. Wife and daughter sleeping down the hall. Apartment we're saving to leave. Job I like. Life I chose. Sometimes think about that diversity training. The one where meritocracy was called a myth. I still believe in merit. I still believe hard work matters. Miranda would hate that. But Miranda's not here, and I am. And I'm happy. Good night.